South Africa and the interrogation of Zimbabweans. I wonder how many South Africans actually know the history of South Africa and Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe helped this country to its freedom. I would like you all to go and Google www.destinyman.com and then search for an article called How Zimbabwe Helped to Fight Apartheid. There's an article by our former successful President Thabo Mbeki. If you want the true history of this country, go and search for that article. It is truly an eye-opener. It goes back many, many years with the ANC and the fight to freedom for South Africa. That is an eye-opener. I wonder how many young people actually know about it. Young people that were born in freedom. I bet you, if you wanted a true piece of history, go and look it up. Our very successful Thabo Mbeki, a wonderful president that built this country, that lost his presidency. Go and look it up. He wrote that article. He also concludes that article by writing the following. Consciously, we took the position that democratic South Africa should at all cost avoid acting as a new homegrown African imperial power, which would have given itself the right unilaterally to determine the destiny of the peoples of Africa. Unilaterally meaning as one person alone cannot decide. In other words, dictatorship. What is busy happening to this country? We are leading towards dictatorship, aren't we? Where one person is deciding our future. That is wrong. Now, so many Zimbabweans have approached me because they are afraid. What is busy happening? When Zimbabweans go to Marabastad, Pretoria, what is busy happening to them there? They get called into a room, locked up in this room, from early morning hours, like 7 o'clock until 4, 5 o'clock in the afternoon. They're locked into this room to go and renew their asylum papers. There, they're not allowed to eat. They're not allowed to drink the whole day, including their children, disabled people, pregnant women, people who have to take chronic medication, not allowed to take their medication, people who are sick, people who faint in there. They are spoken to like they are absolute criminals. This is how South Africa is treating their fellow human being who helped them to freedom. I ask you this. And then the world look at us and they say, help your fellow human being. The world outside, who is busy supporting South Africa, they think we are helping Zimbabweans in the meanwhile. Then, when you phone to the contact center of the Department of Home Affairs, you speak to the call center. Hi, ma'am. Tell me something. Is Marabastad still in operation? Yes, of course they are. Yes, they are giving out asylum papers. In the meanwhile, these people are locked in there. No papers are filled out. No asylum papers are given. Nothing. No one has helped. Children are crying in there. Women are sitting there in fear of their life. They're not allowed to speak to each other. They are not let out of that room the whole day. Then when the end of the day happens, people are given what? Only one word of warning. If you want to come back here, you will have the same treatment tomorrow. Then their money is taken off them. Every single cent they have. So their money is stolen. How is that? They don't eat or drink the whole day. They are treated like criminals. And then their money is stolen. Then they are deported without a word to their families. And the people who do reach the end of that day, who are thrown out of that door, they can go back to home. Then when they are reached in the street by police people, take bribes. That is what they do to people in South Africa, to Zimbabweans who led them to their freedom. That is how people in South Africa are treated. So to the outside world out there, when you want to invest into South Africa, reach the real truth into this country. We are quickly reaching dictatorship. We are not a democracy anymore. And we are treating Zimbabweans like rubbish. I emailed the Department of Home Affairs. I spoke to them. The phone was put into my ear 9 times. And then when I finally reached the ears of management, here is what was said to me. Karen, please put it into writing, which I did. I emailed a Poncho Malema. Today I phoned back a week later. What happens? Nothing. Here is the email, if you can see it from here, that I wrote. The same thing was given to me. Sorry, the woman is not here. She's on leave. Nothing is going to happen. Nothing. I can tell you nothing is going to happen to this email. Because what? People in South Africa don't care. They want to tell the outside world that Zimbabweans are here, they are getting work, they are being treated nicely, everything is happening nicely. In the meanwhile, I will stand up for their rights. Nothing is going to happen. These people are treated like criminals. They are interrogated in that room every single day. They are given absolutely no answer. They are kicked out of South Africa. Nothing is happening. They are not being helped. They are not giving any opportunity to a job. That's the end of it. Now, this is to the government. I'm not going to keep quiet. You had better answer me. People want to know whether they are going to receive help in this country. You want help from the outside world. And I am going to say, I want an answer. You had better answer me on that email. I'm not going to keep my mouth shut. That's it. Answer me, because every single Zimbabwean wants an answer. Every single person that is employed in Zimbabwe wants an answer. They are the workforce in this country. And to you South African people out there, every single one that wanted freedom, you got it. How dare you treat the Zimbabweans the way you do? When they helped you to freedom, do yourself a favor and go and read and understand the true history of this country. They helped you to your freedom, not for a year or two, for many, many, many years. You got your freedom through that country that helped you for many, many years. Don't turn your back on them. There is a price to pay for everything in this life. Now it's your turn.